Oh. Welcome back, everybody, to more Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader! I'm Savage Hound Dusk, and I'm going to show this off here just a little bit because I know people are going to ask if they see it. You may notice my stats and some of my abilities are a little different. I went ahead and did a respec off camera because I know the last time we did a respec on camera, it took forever, and I don't want to do that to everybody again. I respec myself and put a deeper focus on Psyker powers and psionic bonuses. My main reason for this is that I wanted my Psyker abilities to actually really start to have some serious punch, and some of them kind of started feeling a little hit or miss in terms of raw power. So I took Psyker Minoris, I took Psyker Majoris, I took Psyker Terminus, and then I took Psyker Extremis. So I also picked up a few warp-based abilities that are going to help enhance me, and I also picked up Biomancy. Biomancy is going to give me some limited healing abilities and some regeneration capabilities, which I'm hoping are going to be pretty useful in some of the game's harder fights. We also have things like biophysical distortion, so all of my Psyker attacks now poison enemies, including attacks that would normally just set enemies on fire. They now also poison. I took abilities that would basically make me stronger and a little bit harder to kill and would enhance my my overall weapon skill, because in terms of weapons, I'm trying to make this ancient force sword really worthwhile. And this sword is basically more powerful for me the stronger my psychic abilities are. Now that I am dedicated basically as a psyker and a command unit, you're probably going to see me as an exemplar start taking as many psyker disciplines and powers as I can get that are actually going to be useful. My reasoning for that is very simple. I want psychic powers to be good, and I'm kind of damned and determined to make it so. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and activate co-op mode so I can bring the good captain in. Captain, you may also want to get some grenades put on your characters when you get an opportunity. Because it looks like your character has a couple of stun grenades, but that's about it. Yeah, you're a sniper, but you also have like a couple of equipment slots that are empty, so maybe, I don't know, med packs? Earliet is really one of the more tragic characters in this game. So far, because she's just out to try and save her people, and we keep trying to show up in time and help them, but we keep arriving way too late, and they keep turning up either dead or crippled, and I should have just... The one group of survivors I did find, I gave directions towards some place that could help, where they needed to go, and instead I should have just pulled them into my ship so they didn't die. And I didn't do that. That was a huge mistake, because those people still died. And I looked at her, and I was so heartbroken, because mentally I thought I could have done that better. I know I could have done better for them. Because the Eldar, if I can make them good allies, the Eldar would be fantastic allies. Their technology is impressive, their combat abilities are nothing to sneeze at, and they have needs that are pretty similar to us right now, so Let's head to the Coronis Expanse map. Okay, where was I trying to go? It looks like I was trying to get up there to the Pillars of Horus. Let me look at my fucking journal here. Mutants are hiding on an ill-reputed trading outpost. Harrock's Rim trading station. Okay, so yeah, that is where I'm trying to get to right now. Is that void station. Oh, great. Reprehensible? Oh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure what the hell's happening here, but Kibella is involved. If she's involved, then I'll probably just give you back Abelard. Let me do some character reassignment here. Yeah, there we go. I'll just give you Abelard. And then I need to level up Kibella, because Kibella has a few levels to catch up on.
To the ignorant.
Is there money to be made?
You know, I'm starting to wonder about that. Okay, I'm gonna check her equipment here real quick, see if we've got anything I can give her. I'd love to give her this bio dagger, but it's not a sword class weapon, and she kind of needs sword class weapons. What about armor? Is there any better armor I can give her? She's... not really. She's got a good hunter carapace on. Shield, she doesn't do good with shields. Oh no, she's wearing a spinner's breastplate. That hunter carapace is not good for her. Death World doesn't help her. That would help her. There we go. I can finally give her better armor. Silent Death. She's wearing a Reaper cape. Spinner's mask. Okay, the spinner's mask I may just need to replace.
I always have a backup plan.
You okay, dear? Oh. Don't have a lot of good accessories I can give her. Alright, I'll give her the flamer digi-weapon, I guess. No, I'll give her the melt-a-shot. Okay, next. Give her an iron eye grenade.
Rise to the top.
There we go.
Left in the
Okay.
dust.
The high factotum was among the casualties here. So they raided the ship's sacred prayer site for the Emperor. These guys are some serious heretics. This is apparently in relation to my backstory when I supposedly was shamed. Wow. I mean, this guy's kind of an amoral dick, but he's loyal. I definitely can't discount him. Several chapel attendants. Keep the high factotum alive. The guy's a bit of a jackass, but I need him. Yes and no, my lord. His tarot guided me here and told me of the evil that lurked in the shrine. But beyond that, the bloody path carelessly tread by the raiders will reveal the truth. With all due respect, Spinner, the enforcers have already questioned all the witnesses and compiled an extensive list of evidence, none of which tells us anything about how or where the troublemaker, calling himself Nemesite, might have escaped to. Kibella, tell us everything you know. Kibella sharply turns to face the crimson splashes on the floor and walls of the shrine. Her pupils dilate, threatening to drown her irises in darkness. Her expression turns distant, her voice becoming low and strange. This blood is drawn in a pattern of retribution. One who spilled it appeared later. They moved swiftly and furiously, numb to their own wounds. An enforcer who was drawn to the gunfire and witnessed the sacrilege? Probably. As for the pattern, Kibella points to a barely visible chain of scarlet droplets. It was made in fury and desperation. The one who left it was wounded, but they did not flee. They fought back while they could, and then they retreated into the darkness. Kibella's eyes close and she falls silent. Then she exhales sharply and points a steel claw into the darkness of the maintenance tunnels, hidden within the walls of the shrine. Blood writes the chronicle of the final hour and holds all the answers. Yeah, so am I. If the attackers escape through the maintenance tunnels, we can send the enforcers in after them. The technical corridors extend hundreds of meters in different directions. Nemesis and his men must be familiar with the tunnels and possess either a map or a guide. Without a clear trail, the enforcers risk getting lost and wasting valuable time. Not to mention the fact that those narrow tunnels are perfect for an ambush. So we still have no idea where to find him. The tunnels only answer the question of how he left. Now death will tell us where he is headed. As if in a trance, Kibella leans over a corpse and peers into its eyes. He stinks of smoke, the smoke of singed coveralls, vile EO sticks, burnt sacred unguents, and charred meat. She slides a pale hand over the dead man's skin and snakes it under the sleeve of his coveralls, which she pushes back to reveal a fresh burn, bandaged with a torn scrap of shirt. Her steel claws dig into the dead man's arm. Your wound holds the answer. You dressed it carefully, not inside the shrine. Before that, something struck you, ripped the tissue apart, burned you, turned your hand into a worthless lump. It was not fire. No. Drawing a ragged breath, Kibella opens her eyes. The fury of the conductive charge. It has marked you, heretic. I recognize your wound, for I myself have encountered it on those I take to the other side within the plasma drive chambers. The cult of the Ravenous Star used the same compartment to assemble and store weapons. This cannot be a simple coincidence. That mutiny SL and all their secret stockpiles were destroyed. I made sure of it. Nevertheless, you are right. The same troubling thought has crossed my mind. They could have been connected to Nemesis. We've already wiped out those Xenos mutants, or whatever they were. So we have one less thing to worry about now. All that's left is to deal with this cutthroat and his henchmen. Are you certain of the plasma drive chambers? The Undying One has blessed me with the ability to see the truth in death. How can anyone doubt the revelations his blessing bestows? I can't say if it's worth drawing conclusions based on a conversation with a corpse, but if it is, I concur with the esteemed spinner's findings. The Infernus Master spits out a chewed-up EHO stick and immediately produces another. All that about burns, conductive charge, the smell of cheap EHO immediately made me think of the plasma drive technical compartments. Makes sense to me. Sourback, gather the enforcers. We will follow Nemesis' trail. No, Domin Leonidas. You must stay. You are the one that Nemesis has challenged. And those we hunt know you by sight. You will frighten away the prey, and we will lose the trail until the next tragedy occurs. What do you suggest?
I will go to the plasma drive chambers alone. I will track down the false champion and all who serve him. And I will prepare the grounds for your own hunt.
Out of the question! An enforcer squad would certainly scare off the vermin, but I am not letting you go alone, servant of death. You and I will go to the chambers together, and together we will bring down all who've dared to insult the Lord Captain. I'm going too. I have a couple of good friends in the plasma drive chambers. The nosy kind who know everything about everyone. Convincing them shouldn't be difficult, especially if I pull a few favors. It'll be the three of us then. What a company!
There is an awkward pause as Kibella takes a long look at the officers' faces, before finally nodding her assent. So be it, but not like this. Much like your faces, your guises are too conspicuous.
Kibella is right. It would be prudent to use a disguise. The enforcers will procure regular work clothes for us. We will carry only inconspicuous weapons that we can hide easily within our tool bags. It will help us blend in with the crowd.
Before I depart to hunt for Nemesis, I ask the Domin to bless me. I pledge never to leave your side, yet the hunt demands I do just that. Grant me this permission by performing the ceremony of twining.
Kibella nods toward the altar.
When your people have taken their leave, under the gaze of the Undying One, we will begin the rite.
What's the ceremony?
The rite of blessing for the sacred hunt. With it, the Domin casts their shadow over the path of carnage. Under your benediction, I will strike harder and tread more softly.
Very well. Let this ceremony commence. With your permission, Lord Captain, the Infernus Master and I will take our leave now and set out to prepare for the descent into the chambers. We dare not intrude, your lordship.
Sit down now, Domin Leonidas, and listen. Let the ceremony of twining begin.
Using a finely honed blade, Kibella carves an intricate symbol into the floor. She then produces a small bundle wrapped in incense-laden parchment and sets it alight.
You are my Domin, I am your blade, and I am honed by your blessing. My arms are strong, and while your will is strong. And as long as the unyielding one answers your prayers, my feet will go unhurt.
Her blade kisses her palm, and dark blood begins to trickle and spread over the bottom of the ritual cup that has now appeared in her hands.
With our blood, with our will, we shall spin a scarlet web, the symbol of the hunt. May it herald our prey's demise.
Kibella puts the dagger into your hand, and you suddenly feel how heavy your eyelids have become. Your heartbeat seems to slow inside your chest. Her words linger, then rush through your mind in a deluge. The heavy scent of incense envelops you and makes your head spin. The pain gives way to a burning sensation as Kibella grasps your hand and squeezes it over the ritual cup. But this new discomfort is quickly replaced again, this time by the dull numbness and faint warmth of blood flowing from your open wound.
The twining is the blood oath I have made to my lord.
Kibella dips her fingers in the spilt blood and traces a symbol, first on her own forehead, then on yours. It appears to resemble a blade that is cutting through an intricate knot.
Anoint me with your blessing, Domin Leonidas, and may the ceremony of twining commence.
Kibella's face blurs before your eyes. No matter how hard you try to focus and dispel the vision, in place of her face you see a death mask, a broken skull with hollow eye sockets. May your loyalty to the flagship Be ever our steady guide during this mission.
I am your shield, your shadow, your weapon. Your enemies will find only vengeance in the close embrace of my blades.
Kibela thinks for a moment.
Your body cannot accompany us on this chase, Domi, but your spirit. There is nothing the spirit cannot do. The twining is complete. You and I are now bound by the blood oath. Think of me while I hunt, as will I think of you. Become a thought flowing through my mind. If the Undying One is gracious to us, he will send you dreams, and in those dreams you will see me. If he is more gracious still, those dreams will be truthful.
I trust you, Kibela. Let's begin. You perceive a faint smile from beneath the death mask. Kibela hands you the cup and begins tracing her finger around the bottom while whispering a prayer.
Watch now, Domin Leonidas. And what does thy seeing eye behold in the converging patterns of blood?
She draws your attention to the symbol she has inscribed. You see shifting images in the blood, a spider crafting a fine web, blurred shadows that could resemble either a swarm of void rats or an enraged hound. Crossed blades, a card of the Emperor's Tarot. But as soon as your gaze lingers on any of them, reality bleeds through the fluid shapes.
Soon your spirit will be able to follow me. I will bid the servants to carry your body to your chambers, where you will not be disturbed. Wait in silence and safety. For me, the hunt has begun.
Oh, god damn it! Why did we have to desync now? That was fucking weird. Stale air, oppressive noise. The hum and whir of machinery drown out all thoughts. This place rings with tension. Is it the powerful energy coursing through the cables? Or have the wails of the workers merged into the cacophony of indignant whispers and desperate prayers? Lost, mired in pretty troubles, unmindful of duty, their voices creak as if covered in rust, and their eyes are dimmed by the endless drudgery and lack of light here on the working decks of the Domain's great ark.
I have seen it before in these murky depths. People become creatures all too ready to devour each other for worldly gains. Fleeting pleasures or imaginary freedom. From obligation born from the abyss of spiritual emptiness. The Undying One punishes them through disgusting mutations, abominations, reflections of vice, are born from these shadows. I will be their doom. The thread shakes, the web is taut. I step silently. May the great hunt begin. I taste the air.
Oh my god. Is this what it's like to be inside Kibela's head? This is a little disturbing. She's performing a ritual in her entire head before she does anything. Steel Mistress. Jocasta Sourback is seen as the Steel Mistress to this woman. Flaming voice. That's how she sees him. Oh boy.
Death walks with me.
Hmm. Jesus Christ. It's like being inside of her head and it's creepy. You have problems? She has problems. This woman needs a lot of help. She spends a lot of time kind of flowing in and out of
Another threat.
sanity. Ah! I don't know why you're here, but I hope it's not to take me away. I love that. A death cultist. I knew I should have switched shifts today. I like how casual these people are about death cultists.
Follow the threads.
Yes, it is. Yes, you are. You are guarding the door, just kind of waiting for Kibella to give you your murder orders.
The web beckons.
Tarnished Breachers, Aquila. Enemies within wearer's area of attack suffer minus 6% dodge. Allies in a wearer's area of attack gain 6% dodge for 1 round. Backpack with armor-piercing ammo. Wearer's ranged attacks inflict 4 levels of bleeding on targets. The rest of that shit is cargo. If I came here for you, believe me, you'd know. Because you'd be dead.
No sleep, no rest. Only duty, only death. Death walks with me.
Oh my god, no. What?
My visions showed this path, and many others.
What else do I need to do?
Follow the threads.
Yeah, I can't get up there.
Oh, she threw a knife in his gut!
She can feel their emotions.
Oops. Well, didn't really have a choice. It was that or she might die. Okay, she's trying really hard to do something. Yeah, but all of those people were already starting to mutate and turn. So she didn't really kill anybody who wasn't going to become a chaos slave anyway.
It said voice shift bridge, but here we are, the cast order.
Yep. Welcome to the New England Silly Nannies.
This could be an opportunity.
The fuck? Celestial Eye requires conviction heretical. Yeah, there's a lot of shit here that... Wow. I never stopped to look at a lot of the trophies in my room. Oh, something has been added to my vault? No. I have no idea. That was a thing. Where do I need to go? What is my journal saying? The traitor is Adalbert, the ship's confessor. Wow, oh wow.
Keep your wits about you.
And there's warp corruption all over the fucking place.
Temporary setback.
What the fuck? Something is intruding in this chapel.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ah! Ah!
Catch my breath.
Great, we have fresh traumas.
I won't forget this. There's no...
Blood is my life. Death is my duty. You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Fate and fortune.
We shall prevail.
I know how to take risks. Is there money to be made? Let us not dawdle. Still
Fuck.
standing. Just barely. There's no way.
What is this?
Pleasantries. I'll make sure to return the favor one day. I owe you a debt.
Nope. Okay. This feels
I
like one
always
of
have
those
a backup plan.
really irritating sequences. So do I. I have a crippled arm and a crippled chest.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, so the idea behind it is every time you do this wrong, you take damage. Every time you do this right, you get what you need.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
What the?
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes.
There's a
I
million
make
ways to do
profitable
this
learning
wrong,
experiences.
and the game punishes you every
Rise
time
to
you
the
do
top,
it wrong. That's
or
kinda
get
fucked.
left in the dust.
Okay, now we need to go talk to Vaish himself. Yeah. Fuck!
My breath. Is there money to be made? Let's
What?
not waste time with pleasantries. Fate and fortune favor the bold. I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I do this without getting stuck again on more unnecessary damage and running around.
Rush not door.
There we go. Okay. Seriously, Jesus, that is a stupid fucking side quest. So these are the spirits of the students you held that failed to live through, I guess, apprenticeship? So these were all people from a choir of astropaths that didn't survive an experiment. Svisha was an ordinary servant. Detachment from Death Staff. Allies of this staff's wielder get 6% more dodge. It's a telepathy-based staff,
your
though,
wits
so
about
I'll have
you.
to take telepathy to use it. Okay. We're gonna head to the bridge real quick so we can heal all those wounds. And then we're gonna go to the shrine. The bridge should have us auto-heal those injuries all automatically. I apologize to everybody for the blatant sitting there and not really doing anything, but I didn't really know what the hell to do with that quest, and I was trying to do it correctly, but there weren't enough context clues for me to find anything to work with. Okay, yeah, all of my injuries are gone. The injuries on all the rest of my peeps should be gone. Head this way, and we need to go to the Void Ship Shrine because our confessor in the Void Ship Shrine is a traitor! and I do not abide traitors on my ship.
Had enough of your fucking ghost shit.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm kind of tired of ghosts being all over my damn ship. This ship is not full of dead people, damn it! Well, it is, but it's also full of living people. Hey, what's up, dickhead? A defender of the people and a tyrant's minion are two faithful servants of opposing ideas. Two souls that have rejected everything else for the sake of duty. I now truly see that your collision with him was inevitable. I was warned about your visit, Leonidas, as well as its purpose. I demand an explanation, Confessor. This instant! Your pet tormentor who extols death is right. I know Nemesis. I assist him. And just like him, I am your enemy, Leonidas! Adalbert raises his voice, and in the soft tenor you hear notes of accusation as deep as rolling thunder. What, Alan? Oh. And I am also an enemy of your cruel regime, where life is dirt under the enforcer's feet, where a man has nothing to eat, writhes in fear, and knows no hope! You treasonous impostor! I think to think that I listened to your sermons and was anointed by your hand. You will choke on your words along with the teeth I am about to knock out. I like Sourback.
And you were so good about moaning about the servants he killed.
I grieved for them, but they were unreliable. They could have compromised us. They had to die. But the fault for their deaths lies with you and your enforcer dogs, for fear of whom we are forced to hide.
You're not even trying to lie. This is commendable.
If it weren't so pathetic. Why would I? If the dogs have come looking for blood, then they will not leave without a kill. Such is your vicious nature.
So, you admit your heresy then?
No. Heresy is what you and your fellow bloodsuckers believe in. The ecclesiarchy has turned faith into a whip to drive the powerless. The aristocracy has turned it into a shield to cover their transgressions. And the enforcers have turned it into a club with which to beat those who dare raise their voices. Your faith is an instrument of lies and suppression, and I renounced it long ago. My faith promises salvation, not thraldom.
If you work for Gene Stealers, Chaos, or some crazed lunatic pirate, that's exactly what your faith promises, is thraldom. Even when it is fighting injustice, your kind only manages to foster more evil in its midst.
Any rebellion is a strike against the Imperium, to the advantage of the enemies of humanity. Repent, for there is no fate worse than to be deprived of his light. I am bathed in his light as never before. Your worship lies, while the true Emperor desires otherwise for his children.
It takes an effort for the man to regain his composure.
Your light is darkness, Leonidas, and I am sorry you are unable to see the truth.
Do you serve Nemesis, or do you command him?
I follow him as he once followed me. Nemesis is my son, if not by blood, then in spirit. I took him in as a willful child, and fostered the best in him. A passion for justice, the indomitable flame of a fighter, and unyielding determination. I have been preparing him for years!
You have raised a living instrument that serves a purpose without question. Kibella speaks cautiously, as if not entirely sure of her judgment.
Such is his purpose, to be the hope, to break the shackles, to end the centuries of torment that have passed aboard this ship. A great sacrifice for a great cause.
He fell silent,
looking at Kibela expectantly. You should be familiar with his ways, except that instead of a sower of freedom, you are raised to be an executioner's sword! Who alerted you to my visit? My son, the protector of those whose blood you feed upon, whose hard work has paid for your content life on the upper decks of this ship. And what else were you lying about? One last confession? Why not? He frowns and pulls back his collar as if he were short of breath. I am not Adalbert. That was the name of an initiate from a clan of confessors who passed away from disease many years ago. I was born in squalor on the lower decks, and at the behest of... and it was by the Emperor's command that I took Adalbert's place. Through deception, pretending to be him, the dead man that inherited much influence and many thrones from his clan, which hastened my successful rise through the ranks. But it was not for wealth and power that I did this. I accepted the burden of hard work to empower the common people, to pave the way for liberation from oppression and injustice. And my part is almost done.
I sense no lie in his voice or bearing, Domi. He feels and welcomes death with open arms. The moment favors us. We must learn more. He who betrayed his oaths will not deliver Nemesis to us, but from his words we may divine knowledge of our enemy.
How did your deception go unnoticed? You were not there for those years of pestilence. Confessors attended every deck and died in multitudes. The new ministers were recruited in every port, at every station. Their names and faces blurred together. We recognized our kin only by their robes. No one knew who Adalbert's true face survived at the time. The Emperor saved me from being exposed. Your liberation is rooted in betrayal and bloodshed. This is war, Leonidas. The war for our liberation, and we are willing to die and to kill for it because our enemy is brutal and deaf to our pleas. You have deserved it.
So Nemesis is just a man? Excellent. It's much harder to kill a legend.
The words of a tyrant inebriated with power and impunity. Nemesis is an idea, and you have the arrogance to believe you can kill an idea made flesh. It is better this way, so keep underestimating him.
Are you hoping he will save you now?
No. We decided otherwise. I am not worth him risking his life, so do not expect to capture him through me. My son has no attachments, for they would only make him weak. He will gladly sacrifice himself for his dream of liberty and equality. And I must do the same. I only grieve that, thanks to your efforts, I cannot be near my son and ease his burden.
Attachment makes us weak. You made a weapon out of him, just as he made a weapon out of you.
Any last words, Adalbert? The shackles will fall, and there will be nothing left of your tyranny, nor of you! I hereby sentence you to death for your treason. You seem to have mistaken my humility in the face of death for submission. It is not for you to decide my fate. I will make the choice myself. I will surrender my life in the fight for our future. I will die, but I will take you with me! For Nemesis, brothers and sisters! For freedom!
It is an ambush! They've been waiting for us!
An ambush? Good! Let them wait for us.
Your arrogance will be your...
We'll kill them all without having to run!
Confessor has 275 HP. The
rebels have anywhere from almost 100 HP to over 100 HP. There's some insurgents, but those guys are weak shit. Doc, I'll deal with this guy myself.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Bathe yourself in cleansing fire.
On it.
I just empowered Abelard in a way that is probably going to scare the living shit out of you when you see it. Here, Doc.
As good as done.
Blow someone's head off. You talk about that rebel fighter behind you? Do it. Do it. Did you not fire? Oh, the cooperative system isn't synchronized. Hang on. Let me reconnect. Oh, man, that guy really ran his mouth. All right. It did not show me who you killed. No, just this section of the turn. No, I couldn't have. I didn't have the action point to do it. That's what I'm telling you. It considered that turn used up.
Another enemy down.
miscreant!
Alright. Kibella could probably rip that guy a new asshole.
Suits my purposes. Already done. All too easy. Not a problem for me. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Only the faithful will ascend.
Initiate Zeke.
Kemorak.
He's got a hand flamer and a standard chainsword. So, hey Doc, you want to know something funny about the Confessor? Because I have afflicted him with a psychic power, first of all, he's suffering from warp burn. So he's taking 3 times my 3 plus my weapon point bonus, plus 3 times 18 psi rating damage. Alright? He's also taking an extra 18 toxic damage every turn from DOT, because of biophysical distortion. That dude is super toxified right now, is what I'm saying.
We bring deliverance.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of damage.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. Will reward us. The true believers will inherit all.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah. Do it. I have empowered you with 30 additional strength and toughness. Do it. Hit the group on the right, yeah. Because Braun's got that other squad down. And Kibella's gonna kill the guys next to us anyway. Now you die. Jesus!
The Sire's song guides me.
I'll brush this off.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
All right.
As honor ordained,
Ah!
soul be purged. As the tenants,
Die.
as honor ordained. The shadows, blade whispers your name. I I shall not. Death is a blessing. Trust me. As honor ordains. I will not die in dishonor. Let not the righteous fear. May their blades be sharp.
Who, if not me? I'll make it happen.
I can do that every turn. Oh, that is so overpowered. Here, Alan, shoot somebody. God damn it. Is he stunned? Is that why he just forego his turn? What? Alright, try again. I think the boss just, like, gave up his turn. Oh my god. He's taking like 50 damage in fucking fire DOT and toxin DOT every turn.
Your end was inevitable.
Well, there goes the sharpshooter.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes. All
too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
The Sire's song guides me.
An unworthy soul.
Insurgent, rebel fighter, and there's a gunner on his butt cheeks. Damn! You got both of them! The guy who was on the ground and the guy standing up. Wham!
We bring deliverance.
Wham!
You a target.
He fucking one-shot both of them! Oh my god!
There is only death. Yours or mine.
Yep. Yep, I'm doing this.
You never stood a chance.
Oh, and I crit too, and I killed his ass! Well, Jocasta survived, her soldiers didn't. That was a really poorly honed blade. It didn't even get to attack the whole fight. And it spent pretty much the entire battle burning and poisoning to death. You want to do that? You know what? I'm going to do what Kibella's wanting to do this time, just because it's a devious and clever idea. Being iconoclast is not going to help me here. Righteous Fervor traits. Attack, craft, and torpedoes gain +2 void movement points. Wow! He fucking beat the guy to death. Jesus. Yeah, I'm taking the movement on that one. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. The extra mobility just sounds too good. The fighters are OP as fuck. The bombers are okay, but they're not ideal. No, she's a murderer too. What I just said was kind of a lie, but it was also true enough. Alright. What did we pick up from these guys? A Fiery Retribution Heavy Flamer. 3 standard greatswords. 3 standard manufactured swords. A stub revolver. 2 Webers. Heavy leather armor. 4 fire grenades. And a series of laze pistols. A chain sword. A hand flamer. A weighty axe that isn't good. Okay, I'm just gonna add the greatswords to cargo, the Webers to cargo. The manufactured swords can go to cargo. Yeah, the heavy leather armor is actually kind of good, but we have better armor than that for the ones that use heavy shit. And I'm not really interested in the heavy flamer.
I always keep my options open.
Wow. Rebel sharpshooter. Rebel sniper rifle, and an enemy finder. If the target of the wearer's ranged attack fails a toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty, the attack inflicts exhaustion on the target. Okay. Well, the sniper rifle can go into cargo because we don't use those anymore. Alright. Yeah, those guys had nothing of import. Oh, nice. Collect all remaining trophies. Leave the area. Alright, let's head to the Void Ship Bridge. Alright then, that was a semi-boring fight, actually. Like, that fight wasn't interesting at all. That was one of the least interesting encounters I've had the whole game. It's tough to beat fighting a pair of Forge Fiends. Okay, so that particular setup can't really be done with anything. I completed a couple of contracts. I'm gonna double check my colony management too. It won't let me do any of these. Oh, I think I need to go to Foulstone. Because of something that happened there. And maybe Janice as well. Either that or I just need to unlock new projects. Vebus 6. Yeah, I need to go to Vebus 6 for sure. I don't remember where Vebus 6 is. There it is. There's Vebus 6. It's quite a journey away from where we are right now, so... For now, I won't worry about it. Long-range artillery duel. Rumor has it they traded with explorators for improved macro cannon boosters and warheads whose spirits can adjust the flight of missiles. Even if that guy is telling the truth, they definitely had a presence here. I can't leave these gene stealers here.
Let's make them regret ever crossing our path.
Oh, shit, I have to take on the whole station itself. Oh, boy. This is going to be an interesting fight. Hey, Doc? I'm going to have to get rid of those cruisers and frigates first, and then try to destroy those turrets. Thank God we have the Heartless for backup. We're going to need every ship we can get to make this easier. Instant kill. Not yet.
Engage the engines. set. Salvo. Macro cannons, open fire!
Ah, an opportunity to exploit.
Lay the voice!
I forgot to switch the fighters back in. And no, I can't do both.
For the glory of the Imperium.
And that ship is destroyed now. That hurt my shields, but... Oh, they have their own goddamn bomber ships. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised either.
With the force of a supernova! Lance battery, volley!
That's one less turret.
Salvo! All hands prepare for acceleration! Macro cannon, open fire! Torpedo!
The other one got destroyed in the explosion from the ship that it took out. It can't... Oh, it's literally just outside of its range. You little asshole! Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know how the hell you missed that.
Fire at will.
No, they're really not.
Supernova.
Meanwhile, I've taken out 2 turrets already.
Engage the engines.
Oh yeah, you're right, I have.
Let them taste our fury. Keep up the pressure.
4 turrets down. Damn! I feel like my fighters were a lot harder to destroy than that. Why do you guys suck? You're the one that blows. That's not the point.
Coordinates set. Lance battery. Volley.
Shut up, babe.
Fire at will.
I didn't say you were.
Make every shot count. Let the void.
We have a really good ship that we're able to just decimate an entire space station that quickly. I don't know.
With the force of a supernova. All hands prepare for acceleration. Let them taste our fury.
Field generator is down. I really don't think these bombers are doing the hard yards quite like my fighters were doing. Then again, they did a lot of damage to that control tower.
Salvo!
Ancient energy core, 7 ancient machinery. Huh. What do you think? Should I give it to the Navy? Give it to the Void and get some profit factor? Or convert it to an outpost for my capital? Alright. That fight was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was way more prepared for that than I thought I was going to end up. Okay, okay. What? Yeah, we need to go to Vespa. Or Vebus. And it looks like Nemesis going to attack the officer's deck, so she definitely forced his hand. But not today.
You cannot stop the angels, faithful!
Well. He took the bait, hook, line, and fucking sinker. Killer Morph, huh? He counts as a Xenos class. Well, that makes sense, because he's got 3 pistols in his hands. Hey there, Liz! Welcome to the show! We got a Deadshot stub revolver, we got a Promise of Revolution pistol, and Promise of Freedom pistol. So this guy is all about them handguns. He's got a host of insurgents assisting him here. Most of these guys are not particularly durable. There's one of his lieutenants, Rot, who is also not particularly durable. We saw Rot earlier. Okay. What's on the other side here? A couple of enforcer officers. Okay. I don't know, Doc. This fight feels a little uneven to me. Don't you think the enemy needs some more dudes? Yeah, me too. I'm not going to get near as much aggression out here as I hoped I was going to. There's not nearly enough enemies to make this interesting, and while the big enemy over there has 500 HP, I don't think he's going to last particularly long. Alright, get yourself into position, Doc, wherever you need to be. I am ready. Yeah, I don't see a reason to change their positions. There's no reason not to. You doing okay, Liz? I know you're having a week.
Who if not me?
Burn! And I'm going to give Abelard all the psychic steroids.
On it.
Alright, Doc. Take a bonus shot at somebody. Okay, I will. I could. Okay, I guess I could. Remember that you've only got one action point left. Damn! Jesus Christ. Well, 3 more shots and he'll probably be dead. The way you're going. Oh, yep, hit. Let's do another 6 damage. Why not? Damage is damage. I'm going to slightly adjust how I design that back row. There we go. Are you seriously trying to fire handguns at that range, dude? Oh look, he hit somebody! Holy shit! He can actually hit a target, guys! Yeah, he actually, yeah, that did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to.
The shadows will see it done.
Nice.
As honor ordains. Let your soul be purged.
Sorry.
I shall not fail. It brings me no pleasure. As the
Oh no, that
tenants
brought me great pleasure.
As honor ordained, death is a blessing. The shadows will see it done. Aim for the heart next time.
The fuck? Colt ambush?
If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah! What?
Nothing I can't do.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Nothing of value has been lost. Already done. I'll bring glory to my bloodline. Not a problem for me. All too easy. Nothing I can't do. Never wavered in the face of adversity. There's nowhere to hide. Already done. Victory is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Jesus, he killed her! I was gonna use my regeneration on her when I got my turn, but he killed her too damn fast. Cult ambush? What is that skill? You never know what a Gene Stealer cultist is capable of until they do it or until you get too close. Oh my god. Let me reconnect the system. Alright. Jesus.
Best defense is a good offense.
What did you just do? Did you just one-shot the boss? Oh, fuck. And he just summoned Aberrants. I mean, how were you to know that was gonna happen? Alright, I guess shoot the insurgent with the lowest health now. Yeah, my character's on it. Damn! Okay! Alright. I didn't either. I'll take it. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Oh, for the love of all that's unholy, please don't kill me first. Yeah, please do, because I'm pretty sure if you don't, it's gonna hit me like a fucking pancake. Like, right in my face. I've hopped you up on psyker steroids, though, so you should be good. What?! He dodged that?! What is your dodge rating, sir? A 65% dodge rating?! No, no, no. Something that big and slow and hulking is not gonna have a 65 base dodge rating. No. Also, he just tried to bitch slap Abelard twice and got counter-fucked both times. Alright, I'd say take out that last laborer so that Braun can bull rush the boss. Because that boss needs to go. Oh yeah, you're marking your prey. Yeah, don't worry about it. Worry about the boss instead. And that laborer. Color morph, huh? He's got some serious fucking ballistic skill. Apparently he's got a bunch of other skills that I don't know about. Did that miss? Huh. Rude. Yeah, my turn got skipped because I got knocked on my ass. Jesus!
Don't you dare leave us now!
Nothing I can't do. Forge ahead! Not a problem for me. Nothing I... Opposing me was your biggest mistake. I'll live another day. I shall not fear. All too easy.
Fuck.
That was...
Ah! Yeah, no, kill him! Holy fuck, dude, he's ripped half our squad apart! We've lost Kibella and Erliet's on her ass. And he's fucked up Braun. We need that guy dead.
Another enemy down.
There he goes. What a What a bastard. Jesus Christ. Alright, now we can focus on those aberrants without any worry.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Doc, you've got a heroic action. Can you use it on that wounded aberrant?
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Not the one I wanted you to shoot, but that'll work. You probably couldn't hit the other one. I'm not worried about it. I don't care if he kills those guards. He's not killing people that matter. Alright, try to finish that one off. Jesus Christ, I cannot believe he took out 2 of our squad mates. I guess that shows that if the game wants to quit playing footsie, it fucking won't. Or it will. Yeah, and he keeps beating the fuck out of him when he does. The only difference is that your character is winning the parry game.
Who if not me?
Doc, kill him! Well, that's aggravating. You're having some seriously bad fucking luck. Also, Morning Fox, how you doing? I'm alive. Brawn is just outside of my ability to cast regeneration, but here we go.
Suits my purposes. Watch and learn. Already done. Not a problem for me. There's nowhere to hide. Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do.
I killed him and he's glitched into still standing.
You never stood a chance.
Oh, all right. Weak. I have yet to be impressed. I've been waiting for this meeting, Lord Captain. Damn. Wow.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Alright, Killer Morph. I need a minimum of 35 strength to wield his Deadshot Stub Revolver. His Deadshot Stub Revolver... Additional hit chance. Okay, so this is an extra accurate pistol. Increased 50% over penetration. He also has the Promise of Retribution, which is an armor penetration pistol. Deals additional 4 direct damage to the target for each stack of fatigue suffered by that target. So if you're playing a fatigued build, this would really fuck up a target. And then he also has the Promise of Freedom pistol, which does not do much damage, but every hit from it inflicts a stack of fatigued on the target. For 1 round, if the target fails a toughness resistance test. So, the idea behind the pistols this guy was using is his Deadshot Stub Revolver was just for more damage. His Promise of Freedom was all about stacking fatigued, so that the Promise of Retribution could overclock and really fuck you up. Efficient Armored Body Glove was his equipment, which is meh. Relics of Unknown Saints. When the wearer has less than 50% wounds, every second attack against them is automatically dodged. This effect lasts up to 2 rounds. Okay. By the way, Alan, look, this enemy's glitched. He's dead, but he's still standing. And the doors that these 2 aberrations came out of were literally just monster closets, because there's nothing in them.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, it looks like we're done here. So we've finally finished the Gene Stealer quest, which is good. I'm kind of tired of Gene Stealers trying to infest my ship. This is the 2nd or 3rd time at this point they have tried to infest my vessel. Both times I have slaughtered them. I must admit, though, one thing I'm very impressed about with this game is the enemy variety, both in lore and in type. We've had regular Eldar, we've had Drukhari, we haven't had Dark Eldar yet. We've had Chaos in several varieties, Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh. We've had, Space Marines as enemies, and a wide variety of different human classes of enemy as well. So we've had a lot of different enemy variety types in here, which, yeah, that's pretty good. Yes, we have not fought regular Space Marines, just Chaos. Still, fighting a Space Marine, though, still, regardless as to its affiliation.
Yeah, that's gonna be embarrassing for that one Chaos Space Marine at the end of Chapter 1, getting his ass handed by a small group of regular humans.
Probably.
Granted, some of the humans are psychic, but still.
It doesn't matter what class of soldier you are not invincible, is the thing. Oh, great! We've been infested by something from the fucking void again.
Enjoy it.
always have a backup plan.
but for the most part, actually want to overwhelm the enemy chaos fanatics.
Grovel before the true power of humanity.
I will find if I must.
And it's a bunch of Slaanesh worshippers this time. You know, I really wish I could find the person who spreads that myth that Slaanesh is just about being horny, because that's really not all Slaanesh is at all. Slaanesh is the chaos god of raw desire and feeling. And a lot of what Slaanesh actually does to people that serve or don't is actually way more fucked up than you know. Because at first, Slaanesh What, Doc? Yeah, I know. Look at Braun. This is gonna be a fucking massacre. The thing that Slaanesh does is they enhance your senses with cursed blessings at first, so that you feel more than ever with him, or it, whatever you want to call it. The other thing that Slaanesh does, and this is kind of what makes Slaanesh such a terrifying chaos deity. Slaanesh will slowly take away that feeling of intensity that you have until you are committing. I'm about to give you the rear line, Doc. Yeah, where do you think would be a good place to put it then? Actually, I have a great idea of where I want you to go.
I'll make it happen.
Get your snipers up there, because you'll be able to take on the enemy's backline. Now, what makes Slaanesh so terrifying is they'll start taking away a lot of that sensitivity and a lot of that feeling, making you think that you've become dull to it the whole time and never telling you. And what that does is now you start committing horrific, nightmarish atrocities just so you can feel something. And Slaanesh does that a lot. Until eventually you are one of the most debauched, nightmarish fucking bastards to ever exist in the history of murder hobos. That is what Slaanesh does. So, Slaanesh is not just the chaos god of horny. Slaanesh is the chaos god of twisted, corrupted desire and feeling, taken to the most fucked up extreme. Imagine, if you will, somebody who is a BDSM extremist. What Slaanesh would do to them is effectively turn them into Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Brink of agony.
That should be all you need to know.
I shall not. Let your soul be purged as the times demand. Caught by the web. Trust me. Come, the other side awaits.
That should be setting off alarm bells in your head that they don't have guards for it.
The shadows will see it done.
Protect me.
I don't know what the hell they think they're doing trying to surround Braun.
This way.
I mean, they ignored Abelard at their own fucking peril. I don't really know what to say to that, except charge, I guess. Fucking idiots. Like, you don't even need to do anything. Braun is gonna kill both of those enemies next turn. Doink. 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 It's just like you just keep pointing your finger. It's the Eldar's fault for creating Slaanesh. Yes, it is. And honestly, when you study the lore about how the... Did you just shoot that thing so hard it phased out of existence? Do that again. Damn! You did too! You fucking Oko 2 fucking people and the second guy disappeared. And you could use a heroic snipe too. You yeeted them both out of it. That was 4 people you've yeeted with that rifle so hard they failed to exist. Holy shit. I got exactly what I wanted and then some out of that. I'm really happy right now. 2 Daemonettes and two of the fucking trash mob. Who the fuck says sniper rifles are underpowered? God damn, dude. What?
Deal death with my hands.
I'm heartbroken that that did not kill the other 2 people behind him. But I applaud your efforts. It's okay. It's okay. Never mind, you killed 2 people with your backup heroic shot. I'm okay with this now. The problem that most games have when it comes to making sniper rifles viable is that the assault rifle is more often than not rendered too viable. Because an assault rifle or a marksman rifle...
No more.
Jesus! Okay. Because the assault and marksman rifles oftentimes get to kill everybody way too fucking quick. Yeah, let's just go stand right over by where everybody else got their faces blown off. Go ahead, you dumbass. That's gonna end real fucking well for you. The problem with assault rifles, and I think this is honestly why a lot of people bitched about the SMG range being nerfed in Helldivers 2, is that assault rifles are, like, oftentimes way too viable. Virtually everything an assault rifle could possibly do, particularly the way that most video games calibrate them, kind of invalidates almost any other weapon. If you get good enough in COD with an assault rifle, 9 times out of 10, you don't need to use any other gun. Particularly with how a lot of early COD games respec that weapon, sniper rifles had abysmal fucking hip-firing accuracy. And that's, like, COD's not even the only game I'm singling out here, it's just the example I have off the top of my fucking head. If you hit that barrel and that barrel blows up in your face, I'm gonna laugh. if your enemy is at point blank, you don't need to aim down the fucking scope. And the explosion didn't even hurt him! What the fuck? The explosion from that barrel didn't even damage him. What the fuck? Oh my god, I love this game. Kill him, Abelard. Kill him.
I took care of this one.
God damn. Oh my god. What? What the fuck? What the hell? That was like 50 movement. What is this bullshit? What did we do to make Abelard so broken? What did we do to Abelard? Oh my god. That was so dumb. That was the stupidest shit ever. No, but I can.
I won't stand for it.
Yes, you will. Shut up.
You
Like that
never
guy on
stood
fire.
a chance. I always
That
keep
was
my
so
options
stupid. Oh my god. Don't apologize. That was one of the greatest highlights I've seen of them in the run. I refuse to accept that apology. That was too awesome to deserve apologizing for. Okay, I'm just making sure there's nothing else here, and it looks like there is nothing else in fact here. The exit door over here then? Yeah, there it is. Alright, we're done with murdering chaos slaves. People made a lot of complaints about the Helldivers rebalance patching. Like, it wasn't that bad, guys. Calm down. In fact, it wasn't bad at all. Just fucking calm down. Oh, actually, I should actually...
Speaking of Helldivers, I actually got that lever action rifle from the Frontier Justice War Bond. I gotta say, I really like that lever action rifle.
The lever action rifle is considered by many to be like one of the most broken upgrades in that game. It's literally the most powerful marksman rifle in the game. The only weapon that even relatively competes for it in terms of long range damage and utility is either the Eruptor or the Purifier. And both of those guns have to be charged up. Or no, the Eruptor doesn't have to be charged up, but the Eruptor is a the Eruptor's a fucking bolt action.
Isn't the Eruptor the explosive sniper rifle?
Yes. The Eruptor is a bolt action with a very small magazine. That marksman rifle that you're talking about has a better magazine capacity.
Yep.
Fix the hull. I guess I did need to go to Dargonis just enough to be able to get some of the shit that they've been producing. Don't want to run into another horde of shit on my vessel.
Okay, changing the map setting room.
We have to level up the ship? What? Oh! It did. I'm going to take boarding parties as an option. What did you say, Cap? I'd lose 2 security from this planet, but I'd gain people, fuel, provisions, ship components. If I did that. If I did this, I'd gain that, and then I would only lose complacency, which I don't care to have anyway. Or I could take the ship under my protection until its owners arrive, which would get me favor with the Imperial Navy. I think I'm going to authorize a repair effort on that thing. I need more people for blood sports and killing fields.
That does not sound like the pleasant thing to be doing.
Yeah, that's because I don't think I'm going to be fucking doing it.
Blood sports and
Welcome to the Imperium, son. Welcome to the grim darkness of the 41st fucking millennium. What's more organized than organized murder? I don't know what the fuck you want from this place. You're an organized crime boss in my retinue. That is literally your class and origin, Alan. You are literally an organized crime boss that works for me as a friend and asset. So yes, organized crime is working with organized trade. That is a fucking thing. There we go. Now Vebus can continue to improve. We do? Let me look at my fucking journal here. Oh yeah, I need to go talk to Kibella. Yeah. I need to talk to Argento. And I need to talk to Kibella. Trade Protectorate. Oh, I need to go find a disgraced stranger in Footfall Shadow Quarters. Okay, so there's a lot of shit that actually requires my attention on the bridge. What's more deadly than murder? Taxes.
I mean, hey, Joker's too afraid to take on the IRS. Let that thing be brave.
I mean, look at Solomorn. That guy is literally the Imperium's version of a taxman, and his solution to almost everything is shoot it in the face.
To be fair, that can't solve the surprising number of issues. I don't know if I should everything, but...
Nearly every time I have asked for Solomorn's opinion on a solution, and I mean nearly every time, roughly 90% of his answers to a problem are shoot it in the face. I have a shotgun, I'll do it for you.
Greetings. Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself.
And I don't say that because I think Solomorn is a bad character. I say that because I think he is a very one-dimensional character. His mentality for almost everything is, hey Solomorn, I know this guy broke a rule. What do you think I should do? Honestly, if you want my opinion, I'd just shoot his ass and be done with it. Honestly, sir, I think you should just shoot his ass and replace him. Here, let me shoot him in the face, and then you can replace him. Alan, hit a button. That has literally been Solomorn's mentality about almost everything. When somebody steps a toe out of line, his response is blow their fucking face off with a shotgun. Find somebody else who I don't have to shoot in the face with a shotgun. It's funny. It's fucking funny. But, like, that's his answer to everything. The guy has no tact. He is the militant taxman, and his response, if you don't give him his taxes, I will blow your head off and find somebody who will give me the tax. She is praying to the warrant of the Emperor. Well, she's praying to the Emperor because supposedly the Emperor touched the sacred warrant of trade. But she's praying in front of the warrant. Upon arriving at the Expanse in Footfall, I have found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus' mission. No one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will, in a way. It was from her I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts. Solace Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest. A feral world away from the convenient warp routes. For me, it was about learning about its existence was a revelation. The planet is yours by right, but it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it has been lost. I will explain in due time. May I continue? Yes, go ahead. Description of Solace Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint, she is my patroness. The Order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch her ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter, and all others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts. Suddenly, I myself, named after that saint, came across the information. Realized at this moment that it was a portent, and that I must journey to the planet and find this ship. So I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Solace Prime. Okay. I mean, Argenta, you hid this from everybody. You didn't even tell Hieronymus why you wanted to do this. One star is a relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Pronatus, in which we are particular significance of holy relics. The one star is one of the lost relics of the past. It's so mysterious no one knows exactly what it is. However, her hagiography calls it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness lost with the original Saint Argenta's death. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. Okay. Addressed some lord known as the Edge of Daybreak. The Edge of Daybreak, that sounds familiar. Okay. Alright, Argenta just gave us a new side quest. We need to go find some holy sainted woman's banner, armor, or chainsword and recover it for the sake of the Imperium. I'm okay for this. I'm hip. Okay, where is Kibella? Kibella's over here.
Take heed.
Kibella, can you stop stabbing yourself
Our
for a minute?
blessed Domin honors us with a visit. An aberration. Your former foe. His eternal foe. My new companion in shadow and my trophy. Whenever I
She took the head of the
thoughts,
Nemesite
I turn
that
to
we
him.
killed, the guy with the
He's
3
far
pistols,
wiser in death
and
when
turned
he's
his
alive.
head into a trophy and now calls him Nemo.
For years, I have been honing my body and spirit through sacred rituals. I have ushered
Kibella is a really
souls
fucked up
to the
human
other
being, ladies
side.
and gentlemen. I hope this
The
proves
hunt
that
for
to you.
Nemesite was not my first. Yet, after my enemy fell, for the first time ever, I felt empty. And that emptiness only grew heavier under the weight of the question that formed in my mind during that hunt. I prayed. I longed for his guidance to put my mind at rest. But in my self-pity, I showed weakness in the eyes of the Undying One. And so, my only answer was silence. I must therefore ask you this agonizing question, Domin. Tell me, what is the purpose of the blood-spun web? Please, just answer me. Then that makes me the living weapon of another's will, forged upon the anvil of the tenets with the hammer of duty. All my life, I have walked the road that was prescribed for me. I did as I was told. I searched for the truth in other people's words, then repeated them in my own voice. And I never once questioned my destiny.
Oh, she didn't
Until
take
you
his
came
head.
along,
She skinned
Nemo.
his skull, emptied it, and turned his skull into a trinket.
I might just as easily have met Nemesight's fate and he mine. All it would have taken is a different pattern of threads.
I think I
Only
need to go talk to a
distinction
therapist
lies
after
in our
this
ideas.
conversation.
Thank you for this conversation, Domin. It has satiated the void that gnaws at my soul, if only for a time.
In a weird way, this is another green flag. How's it going now?
What? No, that is not a green flag. No. No, that was the reddest of flags, sir.
I said that months ago. Maybe to you, but like red flags for me for real quick is a green flag. That's the problem? Yes. Like the fix problem. Probably. I ever know it. No.
Suddenly I think I understand why you have so much trouble with dating in general. Why is Alan in love with serial killers and psychopaths? The Yaojo would be proud. Oh god. Well, now there are hidden caches of stuff that we can find somewhere. What? Yeah, we're gonna have to go right back to fucking Dargonis. Okay, I need to check my fucking journal here. We need to go to Kiava Gamma and Dargonis. Kiava Gamma is in Krenak. Dargonis is in Mundus Valancius. So Dargonis we can get to right away. I think I need to stop the stream pretty soon because I also have to clean out my shed today. Thank you. The Yautja would be proud. Making the Predator race proud is not something I would want to do. Those guys are violent motherfuckers.
I heard the new Predator movie isn't that good.
A lot of people really didn't like the look of the new Predator movie. The CGI apparently made it look god awful. The cosmetic special effects, what conventional ones they did use, weren't very good. The film lacked pretty much anything from the film lacked pretty much anything in terms of the usual ultra violence that it would typically have, which kind of made a lot of people really mad. God. There were so many things that I heard that were pretty wrong with the new Predator Badlands movie. Okay. Alan, hit a button. Maybe someone who knew her well could provide some clues. Alright, yeah, alright. I'll have to stop here. I'm letting myself get carried away again. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk, and I'll see you guys next time on Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Have a nice day.